Yo, what's up, Rink? Can you hear me? Am I good? How we doing? Hold on. This is my first time streaming on this channel. I don't know how this is gonna go. I don't know if I'm gonna embarrass myself. Also, I'm gonna turn on my fan. I hope it doesn't make too much noise. I'll keep it low, relatively. I hope it's not bad. Okay, today working on Pawn It, new game. Just gonna do a bunch of minor stuff. I'm gonna have to like stop myself from cursing because I try not to curse in my videos, and I feel like I also shouldn't curse in streams either. I don't know why. Like, I guess it's just because I want anyone to be able to learn from my videos, so I purposely don't say any bad words. Um, because if I start, saying stuff, then it limit who can watch my videos, basically. Okay. I also have more things to add to the to-do list. Most of this might not make sense, by the way. This is what I do. Anytime I make a game, I have a script called to do. I have it just in replicated storage, disabled, and I just write like everything that I have to do, or even stuff like this, like rebirth prices. This isn't like something to do, but it's just like a note to have. You know what I mean? Um, so yeah. And some of this stuff I don't even know if like needs done. Also, I need to turn off this friggin' AI code assistant at some point. But the thing is, sometimes it's kind of nice because sometimes it'll fill in like what I'm doing, right? So um, like it's nice sometimes, but then sometimes the AI assistant's so annoying and I don't know what to do. Anyways, okay, this is everything to do. I don't think I'm gonna do all of it today in this stream, but and then I got this stuff too, but it's not as important. I have this, which I've done some anti-exploits, and it's not really that big of a deal in a game like this, but maybe I'll do it. And then I have like maybe slash updates and so on. Yeah, I don't think we could do rivals though. I don't I don't think we could play rivals on a stream. I don't see that working well. But W for being the first supporter, yeah. Okay, we gotta decide what to work on. I could do this. So basically, right, when you're in the game and customers are like going down the path, right? They have a little like money per second thing above their head. And someone gave me the idea that when you're close to the customer, because like if you have times two cash, your money per second would in reality be times two. Like I'll show you for example, right? Um if we play. Dude, I'm kind of nervous because like what if my code is bad or something, someone makes fun of me on this stream. Oh my gosh, I never show off my code. Okay, so like this stick, right? You see it has like $1 per second, right? But then if I grab it and I buy it from him, obviously it's $27 a second because of all the multipliers, like Rebirth 9 times 2 cash, among like other things, right? So in reality, it's $27 a second, not $1 a second. And someone gave me that idea. I should turn the music off. Oh wait, you guys can't even hear the music. Hold on. I just realized that. There. Maybe I'll turn it up a little bit. Okay, there. Now you can hear desktop music. Okay. Um. Anyways, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah. So yeah, someone gave me the idea. Like when you walk close to it, like if you're here, or if the grab prompt shows, maybe it'll say the actual amount per second, which I think would be cool. So that's what we're gonna do right now, which I don't know exactly how I'm gonna do it. Um, I think I might do prompt shown because that'd be easy. Yeah, yeah, on the client, because obviously, like, I don't want it to change for someone else, you know? Like, I don't want your cache for a second to be someone else's. I think I'm gonna do when the prompt shows. That might be good, especially because it'd be easy because of, yeah. I think, okay. I need to see where I create the prompt. No, it's not in here. It'd be in the customer class. Okay. Do I? Hmm. I think it do something though of like, uh, prompt triggered on customer prompt triggered. I just need to see how to get the prompt on the client. How I'm gonna do that. Now where's this sent from? Right here. Okay. No, that's in customer service. Do I not have it? Oh, no, it'd be, okay. I just need to search for this. Sorry, I'm kind of backtracking right now. Okay, here we go. Right here. So, this is where I get the prompt for the customer. So I could just do prompt dot, what's it called? Hold on. This is what I do. I just do instance.new proximity prompt, and then I can see all the things for it. I guess I could just type check. That'd work too. Whoopsies, my bad chat. Okay. Yeah, prompt shown and then prompt hidden. I could just do that. And then, is there a thing? Okay. Yeah, prompt hidden. Let's make sure this is like working properly. I could do just print the character name. And then hidden. Okay. So in theory, if I set it all up correctly, it should print when it's shown and hidden. Let's go! Oh my gosh, I'm the greatest programmer of all time. No, I'm not. Yes, I am. I should be confident. Come on. Okay, so now with that, I need to get the price. I should. I feel like there's gonna be a slight delay though if I get it like right as it happens, right? Because like it has to send to the server and then go back. And I don't know if I want to just send it to the client right as the customer spawns. Because what if your cache per second changes after a customer has already spawned in? Huh. This is tricky. Kind of. Um. Okay, well first, how do I even... Okay. Dude, I don't know. My thought process with these things is weird. How do I get the price? Not sell price. Increase rate? Get product rate per second. Boom. Okay, so the product and then the player. I need to get the product from the customer. Okay. Hold on. Um Where's this at? That's in load plot. Okay, apply effect to customer. Okay, so I just need to get the customer and get the customer's product, and then, okay, okay. So I could just do something like, um, get product rate for player from customer. That's, oh my gosh, crazy function name. Okay. And then take the customer name and the player. I guess the player first. And then the customer name. Yeah. And then customer service. Get customer by name. Okay. Customer equals customer service. Get customer by name. Customer name. If customer, then local rate per second equals self that customer dot product player. If rate per second, then like, to be honest with you, I have kind of an unorthodox way of coding, and it stems from the first time I used Knit, or like me previously always using Knit for everything. I don't anymore. You're not supposed to, because it's like archived or whatever. Um, but my first real like attempt at making a successful game was with Knit, and I actually made a successful game with Knit. And then after that, like I kind of got addicted to the whole service structure for everything. And now that's kind of what I do for literally everything, and it's probably not the best practice, but it works, and I kind of like it. So that's why I don't know. I also this service specifically, pawn service, is like the main service for like this game specifically. So like everything else can kind of be used in any game. So like I don't know. This is like if you had like a single script for everything in your game in a way. I don't know. I hope that makes sense. I don't know if I explained that well, but yeah. Okay. Um. Okay. And then we're returning a number potentially. And then I can get this from the client. This is, dude, the way I do server client communication is so weird as well. And it also stems from my previous use of Knit for everything. You can kind of see if you've ever used Knit. Hold on, I can just do that. Okay, if you've ever used Knit, you can kind of see this is similar. So like Knit would have like service dot client, right? And then that, right? And then you would call like self dot server that to return, right? So I took this and I was like, let me get rid of the client and server tables. Just add a little underline and that lets me know it's called by the client. Um, yeah. But I would use Knit for like literally everything. Services, controllers for everything. You can even see like even like OOP, I have 3 classes. Like these are object oriented programming, right? Customer, long, and in person. And I'd kind of do that like per game if there's something that I just feel like would be easier with object oriented programming. I'll make classes for it. But like, yeah, I only have three, and login is the only one I use like regularly. These other two I made kind of not for this game, but they're for like NPCs. So any game with NPCs. But yeah, and then I also have like I have a lot of utility functions and a lot of packages. But all of these are used by all the services anyways. So, yeah. But I do have like other things as well. I don't know. But yeah, I hope that explains things. Okay, cool. I think let me make sure the customer's name is in fact what the character for the customer is also named. Where do I even give the customer a name? Do I not? Hold on. What? Oh, it might be in the person. That might be where I set the name. Am I tripping? Okay, it is. Self.character.name equals self.name. Cool. Good to know. Okay. So that means this should just work in theory. I think. There might be a slight. It wouldn't be in Studio, I guess, because there's no latency in Studio, obviously, because the server is hosted by you. Well, if you do a team test, there would be, I guess. Um. Okay. Google rate per second. Pawn service. And then character.name. Then and then I'll have to change the I have to get the character's sell price thing. Um okay. I don't know what I was gonna do with the delay. I don't know what I'm gonna do for that. Anyway, I'm gonna just make it work and then worry about that after. You know? That's how I always do it. Um where do I hold on. Apply effect to customer. I need to see the overhead. Yeah, but where's the overhead? Is it just in their head? I don't know. Hold on. Characters humanoid report. Okay. And what's the name of it? I don't know. Overhead GUI, I guess. Okay. Yeah, IntelliSense was really annoying with Knit. That's one of the main reasons Slate archived it. IntelliSense still isn't like great in general on Roblox, but yeah, that definitely made it worse. It also allowed you to like, hold on. So if you have two modules, so we'll just call this like module 1, module 2, and you do local mod 2 equals require script parent on module 2, and then here module 1, right? You could do this or whatever, which isn't like it wouldn't work, you know what I mean? But it would allow for this, which I mean, it's not the worst thing, but it's bad practice. This just wouldn't work in general, but with Knit it would, and yeah, I don't know. Okay, um, okay, okay. could get. We'll go. Hold on. By the way, if you're wondering why I do wait for child instead of find first child, is because, and why I do like the 10 seconds on this, the character might just, I guess not with humanoid root part, it'd probably be fine. But like proximity prompt and overhead GUI, since those aren't like naturally in the character, it like makes sure they're there. And then I just do the 10 so that it doesn't yield infinitely. Because if I do find for a child, then it doesn't exist yet. Like if it takes like even just 0.1 seconds or like a millisecond to get added into the character's or into the character, then you know this wouldn't work. I actually had a problem with this in another thing. You still use Roblox util modules for stuff? Yeah, I do sometimes too. I think I know what you're talking about at least, but yeah. Okay. What's the increase rate? I guess I could reduce these to like 5 seconds. Um, and then if this exists, then we'll do this. Do I have? Okay, I have my utils thing. Wait, I need. Oh, never mind. It should be fine. Um, yeah. Okay. Where? Oh my gosh. Bro, I'm gonna be so for real. Hold on. I had like a stroke trying to read what you just said. I recommend exporting type self equals type of service and runtime values, but then you would just use dot, not colon, when you're making the function itself. I see. I don't know. I don't mind it the way it is. I've thought about using VS Code and using like Rojo and all that, and I've tried it before, but like I just can't be asked, to be honest with you. It's kind of just laziness that keeps me on Studio. It would be nice though, 'cause like whenever I go somewhere and I like don't have Wi-Fi or something, you know, work offline easily. It'd be kind of nice, but I don't know. 'Cause I was on a flight when I went to RDC, the flight on or to RDC, I could have worked, but eh. Okay. And then this would just be the normal rate, which I need to get. The normal rate I can just have up here. Or I could just have the, hold on, yeah, I could just, Um, just be what it currently is. Okay, guys, let's see how this works. I know the IntelliSense and all that isn't great in studio, but I think it's the main thing for me is like I don't really need like IntelliSense is nice sometimes, but I can deal with it if I'm working alone. I think it's more useful. Oh my gosh, guys, it's working. Look at that. See how the thing's changing? Oh my gosh, I'm the greatest of all time, bro. Sorry. I'm not really, but I like glazing myself when I make something work. Okay. Now, okay, anyways, I was just saying, no, yeah, dude, hey, it's all a tax write-off, though. I don't know if you, I don't know if it's just you don't have the money to begin with, like if that's just the issue, which fair enough, but if you had the money, you know, it's a tax write-off. Anyways, what was I saying? Oh yeah, I know the like IntelliSense isn't great, but it's I think if you're working alone, for me it's not like a big deal. Even if I forget things, it's just like whatever. But I typically am able to keep track of everything and I make everything myself, all that. So I can pretty easily remember stuff. And even sometimes like I might not remember exactly like the name of a function, but I remember somewhat. And like you might have seen earlier, I was like looking up like, you know, control shift F or whatever, like looking up the name of something to see where it came from, all that. And I can just do that pretty easily and then I'm fine. But yeah, I understand the benefits to using VS Code over Studio, but it's not enough for me to really care. But if other people want to do it, you know, like I don't hate on it. It's, you know, it's cool. Okay. That's good for now. Hold on. Need a little um also do this whenever I complete something instead of like removing it because I want to keep it for like update logs and all that. Okay. Again, I don't know how this is gonna go with latency, but we'll see later when I test things and all that. But for now, it's done. Um, what do I want to do? Oh, I could do this. We'll move this to the top. Yeah, I prefer Studio Duo. I also just prefer keeping everything in the same place, I guess. Okay, now this guy. So basically, when the light goes like, here, let me show you guys what I'm gonna do now. I like talking through this. Dude, this is cool. I got people to talk to during the stream. I honestly, when I was thinking about streaming like development for my game, I was like, I don't know if anyone's gonna watch it, cause it's the first time I've ever streamed on this channel. Anyways, so like the last goal on this was 50, right? And now it's 75, but I want it instead of going from like 0 to 75, like this is, you know, whatever 59 divided by 75 is. This is 78.6% of the way, whereas I want it to be, you know, um, 36% of the way. You know what I mean? So like from 50 to 75, with 50 being here. You know what I mean? Instead of 0 to 7. Anyways, that's what I'm gonna do now. Just so like it's from the last goal to the next goal rather than from 0 to the next goal on this thing. I need to find where I handled that though. I know it deals with game reaction service. Is it here? I think it's here. It is here. Subtract the previous goal from both numbers. I know how to do it. I'm just saying that I'm gonna do it. Okay. Dude, I gotta make sure that I don't like leak anything, cause there's like a couple modules that have like API stuff, and I gotta make sure I don't leak anything. I really should use secrets or keep them in like a separate module. Again, this is the first time I've ever streamed Game Development. I've never had to like worry about people seeing it. And they're in server script service or whatever, so exploiters wouldn't see them. How am I pulling light counts? It's API. That's literally what I don't want to show. Hold on, I might give me a sec. I gotta make sure this script. Yeah, this script literally shows it. Okay. We'll just make sure I don't scroll up on this, cause that'd be bad. Okay. It's using I forget what the endpoint is, but I use Cloudflare. Is that what it's called? Since Roblox doesn't allow you to grab it naturally, and I don't use RoProxy because it can break. So I just have my own thing with. I think it's called Cloudflare. Correct me if I'm wrong. Um, what do you mean if I saw RDC from the inside? I went to RDC. Is that what you mean? I don't know. I'm confused by that chat. Anyways, dude, oh my gosh, this is why I don't stream because I can never stay focused. I don't stay focused to begin with, to be honest with you. Um, but even more so. Okay. Anyways, okay, that's as far as I can scroll. Okay, yeah, I just need to get the amount. Hold on. Okay. Yeah. To be honest, I'll just return that as well. And then I can do... Actually, no, I'll just return it in here. What's the word I would use for this? I don't know what the normal amount. Normal. You know what? Sure. Okay. I know I could set up a type for this but you know, whatever. Okay. Um, and this will be like, yeah. How am I gonna do this? Wait. Well, that doesn't make sense. Wait, am I overcomplicating this in my head? Maybe. Oh wait, no, it might be fine. I think it's fine. And then, huh? Oh yeah, and then I would just do minus the last goal. So this, I think, or it'd be the likes minus the last goal. Progress. Where did I learn coding? Um, it started out with I'm in like the Roblox sports community. I still am kind of. It's a really bad toxic community. I don't suggest getting involved. Um, but I was in like the Roblox baseball community, and wait, like this was years ago. Like I'm talking 2018 maybe, 2017, I don't know. And like nobody really knew how to do much. And at some point like the game broke, but like nobody in the community knew how to code. So I was like, I got this, and then kind of like taught myself by just looking at the tools and stuff and like just like adjusting little things here and there and seeing what it does. And that's literally how I started. Just looking at the tools. I was like, I wonder what this does. Change a single word, you know? Like if it's a boolean, change from true to false, then see what it does. And it was literally just a ton of trial and error. And that's how I started. And obviously you don't just go from that to making full on games. But then after that, it kind of just led to doing a little more and more. So it started in a just close community. Someone needed to do it. Yeah, I mean, essentially free models and just mess it. That's what I tell people all the time. I tell them two things. One, get some free models, just mess with them, see what happens, Just change things and see what it does. Um, but then on top of that, I also just tell people like if you want to do something, just do it. Cuz that's also what I did, right? Like sure it started with, messing with free models or whatever. But then one day I was like I knew a little bit and I was like, I want to try making a game. Again, this was back in like 2018, 2019. So I made like this little obby game. It's like an obby race game. It's privated. Maybe I'll make it public at some point and show people it, or maybe I'll make a video like going through old games and compare them to now. But anyways, I made a little obby game and I didn't know what I was doing, but I would just think of what I want to do and then just look it up, go to dev forum posts. I even use Stack Overflow a little bit, I think, here and there, because they for whatever reason had stuff with Lua or like Roblox. Every now and then. Um, but I would just like look stuff up and then use those forums to make what I wanted to make at the time. Like, let's say I wanted to know how to make a leaderboard. Well, I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know how to do it, so I just looked it up. And then whatever they said, I did that. And I did that for everything, over and over and over. And then over time, you kind of just memorize what you're what you're copying and pasting, because it was a lot of copy and paste. I wasn't actually, doing it, but you kind of memorize it, or you kind of realize like, oh, that's why this works this way, or stuff like that. So I tell people all the time, whenever they ask me like, how do I start? I'm like, just do it. Like I know that sounds like it seems like it's easier than it sounds or whatever, but it really is that easy. Like just do it. Sure, you won't be a master programmer on your first game, but nobody is. Well, unless you talk to like Terry Davis or something. I hope someone in this chat knows who Terry Davis is, by the way. He's the GOAT. But unless you're like him, which is a rare case, you're not gonna be good after your first game. Um, so yeah, just literally just do it. Whatever you want to do, just look it up. Break it into steps. And yeah, even like he said, like TK just said, you're always learning. Even to this day, I still learn. Anyways, dude, I yap so much. Oh my gosh. Also, I'm not even in the unofficial RDC server, funny enough, even though I got invited and went. It was my first time going this year, though, and I don't know that many people. I know some people, but yeah. Fire, you should watch my vids. They're so good. Sometimes. I think they're okay, you know? I kind of just yap about random niche topics, to be honest with you. A lot of the time it's stuff that I just found out about like a month ago, and then I'm like, I should make a video on this. But yeah, okay. Um, and this would be normal. I think this would work, right? Because progress, if last goal is 50, you're at 59 likes. This would be 9, and then 9 divided by, let's say 25 is the normal amount, whatever. So then 9 divided by 25 would be percentage, and then I put that here. And then I think that works. What's the game I'm making about? Technically it's already made, like it's out, released, whatever. But it's like a Steal a Brainrot type game. It's like, I always say it's like a combination of Steal a Brainrot and Grow a Garden. Let's go, it's working! Fire. Okay. I always say it's a combination of Steal a Brainrot. So like, it's like Steal a Brainrot in the sense that these like spawn in, you know, you grab them. Let's say I grab this guy, he walks over, right? And then I can talk to him. And then you can kind of get the guaranteed amount. So like $300 or take a chance. It's 98% because you get like higher bargain chances with rebirthing and stuff, and I'm rebirth 9. But usually this might be like a 70% chance or an 80% chance or something. And you can take the chance for a better deal if you want. But anyways, so you can just buy it, and then you can see here they'll gain value over time. And this is the grow a garden aspect, right? Like the plants, they grow, gain value, whatever. And then whenever you want, you can like grab it and then bring it over to this guy and sell it. And then here there's another like potential chance, 86% chance, or take the guaranteed. And then you sell it, make money, use that money to buy better items, and so on. That's this game. Like, got a stick. You can also just press here, teleport. Anyways, yeah. Okay, well, the like thing works. Let's go. Progress, guys. Oh my gosh, I'm so productive. Not really. Alright, what do I want to do next? I need to figure this out. This has been an annoying bug. These index frames on the shop UI. Maybe you guys can help me with figuring this. Nope, not the shop. Oh my gosh, the index. That's what I meant. Maybe you guys can help me on this. So, could it be... Maybe it has to do with that. The texture being in the way or something. But like, here, I'll just show you actually. Let me test the game. That'll be better. Cause it like loads in the index. Gambling is peak. Child gambling. Hey, there's only a little bit of well, I guess yeah, the bargain chance is gambling. Dude, that's so real, by the way. Did I take away? I overcomplicate so much stuff as well. Anyways, so this index, right? You can see you can scroll it, and on these you can scroll. But then here I can't scroll. And it only happens sometimes. And I don't know why. And I think maybe could it have to do with the texture being in the way for some reason? But I set the index to 0, so it'd be behind these. But I don't know why. Like this I can scroll. This one I can't. It's the same thing. It's a scrolling frame. And I don't know why. And all the other ones are like invisible. See, this one's visible. Can't scroll. Well, when something works perfectly fine, I don't usually make many changes. Sometimes I will, if I feel like making it more organized. But it's not my priority. Anyways, does anyone know why some scrolling frames would work and some wouldn't for no reason? Seemingly no reason. Scrolling is enabled. I even tried disabling then enabling. Wait, that's crazy. Hold on. If it's disabled, I can scroll in and out like camera, but if it's enabled, I can't. So it knows that it's enabled. So what the my canvas size? The canvas size is automatic. See, even on like this, I can scroll. Canvas size is 0, but that's because it's automatic. They're all automatic. And it's the same, like, all of these, every single one of these has the same amount of frames. Because, like, all the same items and stuff. So, like, they're all basically identical. The only difference is the image color, basically. And then having, like, gold, diamond, default, whatever. Which is why, like, I'm confused why some work and some don't. And it only happens sometimes. Like, sometimes I'm in a game and I can scroll on the diamond one, but then sometimes I can't. And I'm genuinely confused why. It's not the side buttons. They're not in the way. It's not the top bar. It's not the texture. Because it's not even... What if I delete the texture? Yeah, still can't. What if I delete everything except the diamond? Still can't. So literally nothing's in the way. I know, it is strange. I don't understand it. But if I test again, it might allow it, which is weird. And I'm looking at all the properties, looking at everything. Nothing makes sense. See, now it works. Now shock doesn't. Now gold doesn't. Hold on. Like, hold on. It's like they're all 1. All their Z index is 1. Hold on. I might have found something out. I don't know if you noticed, I scrolled on default and diamond and it worked. So it's like the first two I pressed, they worked. See, that works. Let's go to like shock now. That works. Diamond doesn't. See, how does that make sense? The first two I go to, they work and then the rest don't? Is there like a limit to how many scroll frames you can have or something? Have I like, I'm confused. I might look this up, to be honest. I don't know, bruh. Because it actually is confusing. Um, yeah, that's what I'm saying. None of them are visible except the current one that you're scrolling with. And the thing on the right isn't visible either. So like it's like the canvas size isn't right, even though it's automatic. Dude, like I'm genuinely confused by this. It doesn't make sense. Um, See, it just makes them visible when you click the buttons as well. Like nothing, I don't know. I don't know. This is weird. Any flex items? What do you mean? See, wait, hold on. If I don't scroll on any of them, they all work. Like if I just click the button and don't scroll, dude, this is so confusing. Did you see that? Hold on. Dude, this makes no sense. I'm so confused. What do you mean they work if I don't scroll the first time? Look, like, if I don't scroll on any of them, just go to these. Like, let's say I go default gold diamond, and then I scroll on one, scroll on another. Oh no, now they all work. What? Is it like they're still loading or something? I'm so confused. Make all of them visible, then invisible? I could try that. If that works, bro, dude. Oh my gosh. What do I set them to false at some point? I might. Oh, I guess it's just here. I could just do this. I would probably want to do a wait, right? To make sure it actually becomes visible. Maybe I'll do like a, yeah, 0.1. Because the default's only supposed to be visible, basically. That's so weird, though. Why? Or I could just make it, actually, no. I was gonna say I could make the scrolling from example visible, but yeah, I could, actually. What do I... The loop is here. Because after the loop, I could just do that equals false. Wait, but they don't get set to the parent until after. Well, I guess I could set the visibility after it's set to the parent. So like a wait. I could delete the example one, that's true. Because I don't need it anywhere anymore, I don't think. Because I just initialize on load. Yeah, that comes from elsewhere. Um, Yeah. Dude, if this works, bruh, I have no idea. It didn't even work. Then what the, like, what? But why? Why does it work when they all become visible before I scroll anything? This is so weird. This is such a weird bug. Wait for child so that it loads, maybe? Oh, this isn't visible. Whoops. Hold on. The example scrolling frame was invisible. Now let's see if it works. Okay. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Chat. Chat. Hold on, just to make sure it's not like not a one-time rarity. We're going again. Wait, the visibility. That's such a stupid fix, by the way. Whoops. Such a dumb fix. Oh my gosh, everything works. I can't believe it. Thanks for the assist, TK. Legend. Okay, 3 of like 100 things done. What do I want to do next? I could do this. This is for like events. Basically just saying, hey, event in X amount of minutes. I'm so pick and choose with what I want to work on because it's whatever I'll have motivation for. Like some of these things I cannot be asked to work on right now. Yeah, it is a stupid hack. It's so weird. I can make a cross-server announcement system too. That'd be fun. Also, there's this, which has nothing to do with programming, but basically, this sign we felt like was a little too out of place. Like people don't see it back here, so I thought about moving it like here, maybe. However, now it's in the way of the leaderboards. Because we want people to see it so they like the game, obviously. Right? But anywhere I put it, it feels like in the way. Though I could move this whole thing over. What the... Bro? Okay. Dude, this ain't even me, by the way. I'm not even the builder. Why did he organize this like this? Why is the grass in leaderboard section? Be for real. Anyways, sorry. That's my friend. My best friend. He built all this. Okay, well, we're not moving leaderboard because I can't be asked. But maybe I put it like, I don't know actually. Maybe we'll leave it there for now. True, reload the contents. That'd be, I don't know how that'd look though. It depends. Well, I guess there's not, and there's only like 33 things. It should load fast enough to where it doesn't look weird. Anyways, what I could do, that's not gonna be seen. I don't know. Maybe the like thing is fine. But however, the other thing, the event sign, we could add a little thing on top of here for the event. Where it's like, hold on, let me cook. We just put this on top of this? Maybe. Wait, what? Oh. No, yeah, that's fine. I don't know how this is gonna be though. Or if it'd be too out of place to wear. No, it looks ugly as hell, bruh. Hold on. I could just move it down though. Yeah, nah. Get rid of these. Wait, but I want it to be smaller, actually. So these might be fine. No. That's... Hold on. Dude, I'm saying. That's what I've been saying. We don't need both of these. We only need one. Actually, we could do both. Because one of them could say, like... Hold on. Let me cook. I need to change the color of this as well. To like... No. Too dark. Good enough for now. I'm gonna clean it up later. I just want to get it working. And then this could be... But make this bigger? Dude, I should just have... I should just have the builder do this. But I just want to get it working, and then I'll tell him to clean it up and make it look good. Size. No, too big. Make this slightly smaller. Move this up slightly. Again, that'll do for now. Will this look weird? No, that's not bad. Hold on. I don't want them to be different sizes though. Why are they different sizes? Did he do this? Be so for real. You know what? That'll do. For now. Hold on. Okay. Now, we make the timer work. Okay. Not what I wanted. I'm saying, do they need to add like? I know they have this stuff, but sometimes I feel like they need more. I don't know. Can you search by attribute? How does this even work? Oh. They should allow the ability to search by tag or attribute or whatever. I don't know if you can. Okay. Um, you know what we'll do? We'll have like a. I don't want to do it in here, honestly. Hmm. Headline event. Um, and then get the time until that event starts. Or if it's current going, have the time be 0. Yeah, you can. Oh, you can. That's cool. What about attribute? Or like, I don't know. That's useful, actually. Hold on, guys. I gotta think about this. Okay. 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 I'm gonna do. Yo, what's up? How we doing, Raylord? Having a good day. Oh, interesting. How's life? Life is alright. No complaints. How's life with you? Okay. And then, what am I doing? Working on my game. This little game. Right now, specifically, I'm making a little notifier for the next event in this. Okay. Um. Dude, I gotta. I don't remember how I did this. So I guess this would be nice for better intelligence and stuff. But, you know. Okay, I see. So if this is hour. Oh, okay, okay, okay. I see. Wait, I'm so smart. Sorry. Dude, I love glazing myself whenever I code something and then later see how I did it, and then I'm like, wait, that was so smart. What's the game about? It's a steal a brain rot type game. I like saying it's like a mix of steal a brain rot and grow a garden in the sense that people spawn, you grab the people, get the items, you know, like how brain rot spawn, you grab the brain rot, get the brain rot, whatever. Um, but then in this, the items you get gain value over time, and you have to decide when you want to sell the items. Kind of like in Grow Garden, how like stuff grows over time, and then you decide when you want to sell it, all that. You always realize, dude. Sometimes I realize that. I feel like I used to, but not to like brag or anything. I still definitely am not perfect, right? But I think I'm at a point where I don't change that much now. You know, like I still learn new things, but it's no longer drastic. Like before, right? Let's say, 2021 to 2022 or something. In 2022, I'd be looking at 2021 code and being like, "Dang, I wrote that? Like I'm an idiot." It's so different now. Whereas now I look at, code from a year ago and I might be like, "Oh, that's different," but it's like I might sometimes be like, "Dang, I wrote that? Yo, I'm so insane." You know what I mean? I just feel like I'm at a good point right now. You just suck at coding. Hey, it's fine, man. Everyone starts somewhere, you know? I sucked at one point too. I still suck sometimes, but I think for the most part, I'm alright. Okay. Um, if... Oh wait, no, I can just get the time till the next thing. Wait. Uh, hmm. Okay, yeah, so this just happens every hour, every day. Okay, okay, okay. How am I gonna... I might just have to, like, code this in such a inefficient way. Because I'm thinking, I don't know if I could do it another way necessarily. Actually, no, I could. We'll get date time. I got this. Let me cook. Hold on. No, I don't need to do that. I lied. Um, Wait, no. Bruh. Okay, this is gonna be really weird. No, how am I gonna do this? Oh my gosh, because I have to decide. Basically, okay, how do I explain this? Um, so in each event, I have this required real time type, and I can show you like we have like a blood moon event. Okay, no, this is not a good example. This is an event that it doesn't even, it's not natural in the game, but like retro slop. Okay, that's the name of the event. Required real time type minute. This one hour. That basically means right here, it goes off the minute of the current time. So like this returns, right, like a table of like current time dot day, dot hour, dot minute, right? And with retroswap, we're going off the minute, so we want to get current time dot minute, and then we want to see if it's the 30th minute, right? I believe that's how I did it. Whereas thunderstorm goes off hour, and it doesn't have a required real time, so it just goes off every hour. So like it goes off current time dot hour. Now with this, I want to use that to get the time it takes from the current time to the next time. And it's possible, but it's like it'd be really like annoying. I don't know if there's another like I don't know. This is hard to explain. Cause here I can get the seconds. I can get like the what's it called? I can get like the number of seconds between two times. I could change them all to use minutes, yeah. I think the minute, would it be minute 0? Is that what returns? Or would it be minute 1? No, I think it would be 0. It is true, I could do that. Maybe I will do, because otherwise, I'm not using ChatGPT. I made a whole video on why ChatGPT sucks at coding. You should go watch it. Um, but yeah. No, I know minute 0 would be like, but I just didn't know if it was minute 0 or minute 1. But I remembered that there's no 60, it just goes 0 to 59. Yeah. I could do that, cause otherwise, right? Cause I have to put like the year, the number, and these could just be like nil, right? And whatever. But like, how would I know that this is where like it needs to be on hour versus minute? You know. But if I just make all of them go by minute, I won't be adding hot Cheetos to the game. Maybe, actually, maybe. Who knows? Maybe we could add it as an item. That'd be kind of funny. No, we couldn't, because then we'll get sued by Cheetos or whatever the parent company of them is. Is it Lay's? I don't know. You know what? I'll do minute. I'll just have it all go by minute. That works, I guess. Um, Unless there's another way I could do. I mean, the alternative is literally just doing if event dot required real time type does equal hour, then go nil 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 this nil. Well, I guess these could just be nothing. But going like this and then doing the same thing for a minute and so on. Because I don't know, how else would I know to put it here? You know what I mean? But like checking each one that feels so inefficient and like such like spaghetti code. And I'm sitting here trying to think if there's a better way to do this. Cause yeah, like otherwise, how do I know to put it under hour versus under, day or under minute? Hmm. And I guess I could just make it where the headline is only used for hourly things. No, because I want to make it where you can use it for anything if needed. It's just in this case it would be for an hourly thing. Um, yeah. Okay. I think we'll just do everything by minute. That works. They all happen once hourly anyways, I think, if I remember correctly. It's just this is set to happen on the minute mark. So I could just do that anyways. Like this would happen at like 5:30, 6:30, 7:30. So technically this is hourly anyways. It's kind of dumb that I did it this way and didn't just do everything by minute to begin with, but sure, I could just do this. Or I think the reason I did this actually is because like if you didn't have this, right, then this event would happen every single minute. But with this it happens only on the 30th minute, right? So I could just do this and then that. And I could do it for all the events that have that. Cuz like Blood Moon for example goes by real or in-game time. That's why it's required clock time rather than required real time. But like all of these, yeah. Okay. Cool, that works. And then yeah. Hold on. I just realized. Oh yeah, okay, this only happens for real times anyways. It wouldn't even happen for Blood Moon or whatever. Okay. Um in that case, I could just do next real time. It would still be an hour from now. So I would still have to do, I'll still specifically check to see if it's by minute and then just, yeah. Okay. And then be like, okay, the headline thing will only happen for a minute. Okay. And then it should be an hour from then. So the next time would be hour 1 on that minute, the previous hour 0 on that minute, I guess. Or I could just do current time dot year, current time dot. Wait, no, because what if the next hour is the next? Oh my gosh. Okay, you know what? Yeah. Dude, this is low-key so scuffed. I can't even lie to you. I guess I don't need the nils there, but just for sake of, you know. If I put nil here, is nil like automatically 0 for this? I need to see this. Hold on. If I have this, make this like 5. this be? Alright, bruh. I need to figure this out. Minute 5. Time dot unix timestamp print timestamp. Okay. What do you mean number expected got nil? Wait. Does it need a number for what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What do you mean invalid? It literally says there's a question mark. I'm confused. Or past the number you need maybe? Like 0, 0. No? Okay, I'm gonna just put numbers for everything. Because for some reason, okay. Fields out of range. Bro, what do you mean? Oh, maybe because like the year has to be like 1970, right? No? Isn't that when the Unix time starts? Bruh. What do you mean fields out of range? What does this mean? Yeah, but I just put all the numbers. Oh, maybe because the month has to be like a 1. You can't have a 0 with month and day. Okay. Yeah. And then year, I'm gonna test this. Like if I put 1969, oh, it does work. It's just negative. Because it started in 1970, right? The Unix time. Okay. In that case, we're gonna do this. 0, that, 0, 0. Because literally all I want is the difference in this. Like nothing else matters. Okay. So the current real time, and then the next real time would be this plus, or no, would be this and then the first hour. Wait, no. Oh my gosh. No, this isn't gonna work. Wait. Man, that was a waste. I gotta think of this. I'm struggling. How can I just get... You know what? Okay. You know what? Screw this. I'm not automating this shit. Oh my gosh, I shouldn't be cursing. I forgot. I'm not automating this. Um, we're just gonna, assume that a thunderstorm happens every hour and I can just update it manually every time. And I'm changing this back to hour. This is not working the way I want it to. Yeah. Um, I mean, what I was gonna do is, uh, do I not have names for the events? Hold on. I do have names for the events. If event.name, could just do headline event. We'll just go back to this. Okay. Dot, get the minute you need, make a date time with the current time. Check if the Unix timestamp is greater than or equal to current time plus. I don't know. Check if it's active with self.active events. So if self.active events event.name, then event active, and I can update the headline with whatever else, get the time until it's active. Hold on, okay. Wait, I think I know what you mean. I think I know what you mean. I think I know what you mean now. Okay. So okay. Yeah, we'll go back to minute on this. Yeah, I was kind of confused. We'll go back to this. And then yeah. Universal time. Wait, but huh? Huh? I'm confused. Cause I need yeah. Cause I need to oh, this is hurting my brain. You know what? Okay. We're gonna do this again. I think I can figure out a way for it to work. Hour 0 and then minute this or minute this. Oh, second. Okay, and then no, that doesn't make sense. Dude, I'm confused how to do this with date time. Am I tripping? Cause I need to get the time left, right? I just need to get the next, like what the next milestone would be from current time, right? But how am I meant to do that? Like how can I get the Unix timestamp of the next milestone? Oh wait, true. Wait. I got you. No, I got you. Because if I just did basically the thing I was thinking was I don't want to do +1. Cause I don't know if this will work if like if I did +1 here, what if day is on or what if hour is on 23 and then it's +1 to hour 24, which would be hour 0 of the next day? Like I don't know how that works out. You know what I mean? So, but what I could do instead of this is just take this and then that plus what you were saying. I think you were saying this, which I could just take this and then use this to get, here wait, next Unix time. So it's this dot Unix timestamp plus, you know, the hour. I'm gonna do this. I always do this because it's easier. So 60 times 60 times 24. That's just so anyone reading this, including myself, understands what I really mean by it. Because I might forget that like 3600 is, you know what I mean? Um, or wait, no, it wouldn't be 24. It would just be this, right? 60, hold on. Um, 60 seconds. So this is, no. Yeah, right? 60 times 60 is an hour. That'd be 3600. Hi, Cinny. Welcome to the stream. Yeah. So this would be right, right? Because I'm just adding an hour to this. And then I would just get the difference next Unix time minus current time dot Unix. Or wait. No. Current date time. And then I could just use this here. And then minus current date time dot Unix timestamp. There we go. And then this is the time remaining. Now, until the next milestone, the next hour. Wait, but I would do, instead of current time dot minute, I would do event dot required real time, right? Because then that'd be, I think. That's right, right? Wait, no, but what if, wait, but what if, so like, what if this is 30, right? Let's say the current time is like 5:15, and we're waiting until 5:30. Now we're adding an hour, which would be waiting from 5:15 to 6:30. So I think I need to adjust for that with like minus 60 times event dot required real time, right? I'll even add parentheses just so we know what's going on here. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? Dude, this is so complicated for no reason. I hate this. It's because I'm using date time, so it like kind of is weird. Okay, I think this would be right. Obviously, in this case, the required real time would be 0 for like the thunderstorm event, but just in case it'd be like 30, you would want to adjust for that. Okay, yeah, and then the difference, we take that, and now we can change the event board with it. Which I don't think I want to do in this module because I kind of, yeah, I think I'm going to go back to binding. Or we'll do a little function of like set headline event. And that way this will be nil by default. And then, um, we'll do like, it'd be like this. Can I not do this right here? Oh wait, it'd be here, right? I can do this. And then call back. Cardinals should hire me analytically. Real. Okay, what do you mean good for once? St. Louis Cardinals are not great right now, but they've definitely had a better history than the Braves. Anyways, um, okay. Headline name. I guess I could create a type for this actually. And then uh, there we go. And then I could do a quick check, like if type headline event does not equal table. I could also hold on. Okay, now I'm cooking, bruh. Hold on. I wish something existed. I don't know if this does exist. Does a thing exist where you can do like if headline event does equal like I wish you could do something like this, right? Where it's like it gets that type or whatever. You know what I mean? So you could just check if it's a custom type. I don't know if does that exist and I'm just dumb or what. Anyways, because that way I don't have to like do this to make sure it's all right for like anyone calling the function. And like can prevent errors better and stuff. Yeah, it's kind of annoying. I do think I have a module though. Okay, just searching T is not gonna work. But I have this module called T, which might do that. I don't know though. I don't actually know exactly what it does. It's just like a runtime type checker, but I just have it, but I'd never use it. I think I just saw it once. I was like, "Ooh, that's useful," and then never used it. Okay. Was gonna add remove headline event. Wait. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Oh, I see. What am I doing, bruh? Okay. Cool. Uh, just in case this, for whatever reason, has more values than it should. It's just, I don't know, I just kind of do that sometimes whenever I'm passing a table and then setting that table. Also, if you change this table elsewhere, like if you were to change the callback, I guess maybe it'd be useful sometimes. But like if I pass a table through this and then later change the table, it also changes it here, obviously. But if you do this, create a new table, it doesn't get changed. And I kind of prefer that. Alright. um, if, oh yeah, I need to do this now. If, boom, and. Oh my gosh, so many ands. Okay. Wait, I don't need the if, duh. Um, and then I'm gonna do time remaining, I guess, is all that'll send. So I guess instead of any, it'd be a number. And if it's active, there's 0 time remaining, obviously. And then here, you just get the difference. And then elsewhere, I call set headline event. And then set up the function to change the billboard, which I'll do in pawn servers, because that's kind of where, that's, like I said earlier, my main thing. Dude, this module's so big, by the way. It's kind of insane. It's just where I do all my main, like, stuff for the game. Okay. Um, init rebirth, init gears. Maybe I'll do a init events function. And then at the start of the game, dang, AI already knows, even though it did Christmas event instead of thunderstorm, but you know, and it did display name. AI knew some of what I wanted to do. Yeah, name thunderstorm, and then callback. We get the time left, and then put that time left on the event board, which we will get here. I'm saying Roblox needs to unban liars, they will. Oh wait, not plots. Wait, where's my light? Why is the light goal board in plot or in the main folder? I should put it in important. I'm moving that. Am I? No, I'm not. I lied. Whatever. The organization is so bad in this game. I can't even lie. Okay. So not main folder. We're looking for important. I don't even get that anywhere. Okay. And then which one's which? Seconds. Time left. Don't include decimals. I think this would just work now. You might be out of spite because I backed to the egg hunt. Yeah, but so did like 50 other games. At least. Okay, it's not working. No, yeah, that's cool. No, yeah, that's cool. No, yeah, that's cool. Event time is not a valid member. Does it not exist yet? Oh wait, I didn't do dot text. Duh. Did I do that so much? Like I do just dot text label, not dot text label dot text. Okay. Event time dot text. Now it should work, hopefully. Okay, well, it started to work. Oh, it might be. Oh, it just changed to 26. It might be going by minute. That might be why. I need to get the current second. Wait, what? But the current time would have the current second. What? Hold on, what did I do wrong here for it to not include like the current second? Also, when calling this callback, I should put it in a P call. So that it doesn't break everything else, just in case. No, it's fine. I'll just trust myself, you know? If it breaks, it breaks. Oh. um, technically nothing should break with this current system. Okay. Huh? Why? Like, why it should include the second and stuff? Like, datetime.now dot Unix timestamp would include. Oh, it's because the current time. So all of this would have to be. Okay, so second would have to be 0. And millisecond would have to be 0. Okay, now what? Yeah. Also, it's in like it's kind of in a run service dot heartbeat thing, and peak calling every frame. I don't know if that's a very good idea. Okay, it's working. Yay. Let's go. That doesn't look that bad, dude. I don't know if I should have it there just because it's so high up. Especially like mobile players. I don't know if they're gonna really see it much. I'll figure out a place to put it. But at least it's working. At least the programming is done. And honestly, I can just tell the builder to put it somewhere better. But the programming's done. My job's done. Okay, cool. I think it does. Let's check. Retail Tycoon? Retail Tycoon 2 does. 55 players. 40 players. Okay. Dude, Retail Tycoon is goated. Hold on. Y'all want to play Retail Tycoon real quick? Y'all want to see my restaurant? This isn't Restaurant Tycoon. My retail store. Hold on. Let me show y'all. I haven't played this game in like years, by the way. I have no idea what it looks like. Hold on. Where is it? Do I have to load or do I just not have it? Hello? I used to have something. What happened to my store? Wait, load. Okay, there it is. Oh my gosh. I thought they like reset data or something. Wait, why am I so tall? Why is Colvin here? This guy Colvin. Okay. Wait, this is fire. I wonder if I have other save slots with stuff. This is actually fire. Y'all like the store or whatever? Hold on. Oh yeah, I named it Sovereign. That's one of my friends' like clothing groups. Do I have any other? Do these save slots have anything? Nope. Nope. Oh, Colvin left. He said, "Hey, bud, this isn't pawn it." All right, buddy. Okay. Okay, the store is not mid. Neither is the team. I don't know what you're talking about. Okay, let's add a little check mark next to that one. Or wait, wrong thing. Oh yeah, I still never found out a way to make this more visible. I might just tell the builder to. I'm gonna do that right now. Hold on. Wait, I should get closer. This is a bad picture. Can you find a better spot for this? So it feels a little hidden away, like people don't really see it much. Please. Okay. Hold on, guys. All right, back to development. You can tell this game is old when they have video game case shelf. Oh, true. Dude, kids these days. Man, back in my day, we used to go to the store to get video games. Back in my day, we went to GameStop. Now, now you don't even have to like. You could just go on Roblox and play games, bro. You don't. You don't even have to. Most people, most games that come out on Steam are just remade on Roblox, and I can't even act like I'm not part of the problem. Like you don't even have to buy them these days. All right, actually I'll leave it like that. Okay. What next? Your Store Tycoon. Is that an actual thing? Hold on. Is that like still a thing, or is it like this? Wait, dude won. Hold on. Wait, that's the guy that made a work at a pizza place. Wait, is it not? This ain't dude one. Excuse me? Or is it like this? Oh, it's like this. Is it under his thing? Or is it like not even up anymore? Oh, here it is. Oh, it's broken. No, yeah, that's cool. Yeah. Okay, shut up. I thought it was DEUD. Wait, that's fire though. That's cool. Hold on. Okay, my bad. Okay. I could do this. This is easy. Hide toolbar when talking to customer. Wait, I need to think though. What I'm talking about with this, by the way, so if you play right now on mobile, if you like get a customer, I need to fix this. Cause it's not a big issue. But like if you get a customer, right, on mobile. On PC, it looks normal, right? Even on PC actually. But like on mobile, like if this is up here for example. See, like you can't, like the button is behind the toolbar, this one. These are fine, but this one obviously isn't. So I want to hide the toolbar while you're talking to a customer, like while that UI is visible. So anyways, that's what I'm gonna do. I could, but you know, it doesn't really matter. You guys get the point. On a smaller screen, the button is like behind the, yeah, I don't know. Um, Negotiation. It's over here. So right here, basically, I need to make it, okay. Whoops. Dude, I do that all the time too. That's what, bro, I actually hate Roblox's like AI assistant thing. But I don't want to disable it because sometimes it actually fills in properly what I'm trying to write. So I don't want to get it rid of, I don't want to get rid of it completely, but like, yeah. Okay. First, let me do this, and then what's the thing? I do it somewhere. Started UI, set core. Yeah, I literally do it here as well. Okay. And then I think that's literally all I have to do. Um, yeah. It's actually so annoying. It's right here, bruh. I don't want you to explain the code to me either. I know my own code, alright? Okay, wait. Where was that? Here. Okay. I'm spacing this out. Actually, no. It's fine. I think that should work. So now if I talk to a guy, hold on. See? Okay, well this doesn't go away now. No, yeah, that's cool. Oh, I think I did the wrong thing. I know. I know what I did. If it is enabled, not if it's not enabled. Okay. I also need to check if you're ragdolled currently, because it's not supposed to enable if ragdolled. Which I can do. Do I get the character anywhere here? No. Do I set, hold on. Or wait, add tag. Aw. Add it to the character. Okay. Um. In car. If either not character or not character. There. Okay, I think this should work now. Cool. Oh my gosh. Now let's test like I need to like perfectly see this won't work because I need to like fall out of the thing. Hold on. Let's see if I fall backwards so that oh my gosh, it worked. See, I'm ragdolled and it didn't become visible because it's not supposed to be visible when you're ragdolled either. Let's go. Man, that's so good. Okay. Cool. That part done. Despite the amount of yapping that comes from me, I think we've been productive today for the most part. Um, See, a lot of this stuff, not all of it, but like, yeah, a lot of this stuff is like major updates, and I kind of didn't want to do anything major today. I need to do a Christmas event at some point, which I should write here. Also, I don't know. I don't know. Never mind. You know what? We'll do this. We'll do a little announcement system. Because I haven't done this yet. We're using the moderation thing that you just saw, by the way. How I ragdolled myself for this. Um, hold on. Oh yeah, I need to add. I need to add the ability for me to spawn rarities and spawn products across all servers if needed. Which I can just steal this code basically for that. Oh my gosh. Okay. Um, photo product. How did I do this? Okay, I just sent it like this. Messaging service, yeah. Dude, this like plugin I have, right? You've probably noticed, like I just can just do colon and then like server script service, press enter, right? For some reason, messaging service doesn't work with it, which is annoying. It's like it's not set up for it, and I don't like it. It's such a good plugin though. I'm like addicted to using it. I think like if I were to use Studio and that plugin wasn't installed, I feel like I'd like accidentally try to use it so many times. Like it's a habit at this point. But yeah, messaging service doesn't work with it, and it's annoying. There's a couple things that don't work with it. I think Starter Player does. What's another one? It might have something to do with like, no. I was gonna say maybe it has something to do with like whether the service is here or not, but that doesn't make sense because there's services that aren't here that work with it all the time. Like what's an example? There's like voice chat service. Voice chat service doesn't. Video service does. Content provider. It's probably just, yeah, it's probably just because new service, because like voice chat service is a new service. But what I don't understand is like, I feel like there's a way you could make it where it just automatically checks if that's an existing service, if that makes sense. But it seems like he just set it up to have a list of services. I don't know. Anyways, um, how do I do it here? Okay, so just if all servers, then else. Do it normally. Versions, publish. Ooh, not start event. This would be spawn product. And then the table. Product equals product. I think that's it, right? And then, yeah. Sent message to all servers to spawn product. And I think this should work. And then I can just use the same thing. Add rarity to spawn queue. Hold on. Wait, how did I do it? Added. Okay. It doesn't get policy service. No, it does. It's probably not as new as the others. Uh, Spawn rarity. And then cool. And then under moderation service. Yeah, probably. Right here. That, and then spawn product, spawn rarity. Whether the rarity should be spawned. And then same thing here, whether the product should be spawned. Cool. So that should theoretically work. I could test it, and it wouldn't spawn across like the current active servers, because obviously I don't have that code. Oh wait, I don't have to check it anywhere. It's literally just a note here saying to do all this across all servers. Okay. Reflection service, yeah. I heard about that. I don't remember what it is though. But I heard it's like a really good addition. Okay. So now spawn rarity exotic true. Let's see. Okay, it didn't even work. Why would that not even work? I actually don't even know. Hold on. Spawn rarity server. Print info. Let's see object properties program pro what you said. Yeah, that word. What? Oh, it's dot data. Duh. Okay. Oh yeah. I didn't know there was a sent thing. Is that like the time it was sent at? That's actually useful. Cause if like that means yeah, that's actually very useful. Programmatically. Yeah. Programmatically. Info.data. So we'll do if info.data does equal table. That means subscribe sync. I think I'm doing it wrong in all of them. Okay, that one I'm doing it right. Info. Okay. Dude, I actually didn't even know this involved data, but luckily I don't use like any of these. Um, or I haven't used any of these. They're kind of all just untested. Okay. And then this one's just profile store. Actually, hold on. Spawn rarity, technically I wouldn't need it to be a table. I could just do, right? Same with spawn product. Okay, that should work, right? Hello, A's the goat. How's it going? By the way, Cinny, are you still in chat? I don't know if you were still here or not. Okay. There we go. And just one more, just in case. Let's just spam it a couple times, just in case. Should spawn like 3 in a row. Let's go! And then spawn product, if I want to spawn a product specifically. Um, we'll spawn like the rock. Spawn a bunch of rocks. Okay. Wait, spawn product doesn't work. Why doesn't that work? What about like Mona Lisa? Why isn't spawn product working? It works normally, right? Spawn a rock. Yeah, it works normally. Why wouldn't it work across all servers? Hmm. Hold on. Um. Okay. Spawn product. Oh, it's because I kept that as a table. Duh. Okay. Spawn product. Mona Lisa. True. Let's go. Cool. Exciting. All right. There's that. I could do this, which I've thought about doing. It's gonna be a little complicated to do. I might save that. Maybe I'll like stream again tomorrow. Maybe I'll end stream here. And then like tomorrow or the next day or whenever I feel like it, I'll stream again and then do more dev work and stuff. Yeah. 2.5 hours, that's not bad. Somewhat productive today. I got stuff to do as well. Was that thing admin abuse? Yeah, it was kind of like admin abuse. What's the greatest Roblox game ever? The greatest Roblox game ever made is Apocalypse Rising, the first one. In its prime, it's unbeatable. Apocalypse Rising 1 is the greatest Roblox game ever made. Unfortunately, it was ruined by hackers, but in its prime, it was the best thing ever. Telling you. And I'm telling you right now, you could not find like more people on the platform that could like collectively agree that Apocalypse Rising was a great game. And like it was their like go-to they played at that time. Like I guarantee anyone that played, pre 2018, I'd say, maybe even 2019, will tell you Apocalypse Rising was a fun game and like a good game and stuff. Like I don't think there's another game on Roblox that has such a collective agreement on it being so great. So yeah, it's also just my favorite game of all time. Anyways, I think I'm gonna end stream. Thank you guys for tuning in and watching me attempt to code for 2.5 hours. I'll try to stream again at some point, whether you want it or not. It's gonna happen. So, deal with it. Pizza Place game is good. Like, Work at a Pizza Place is good. But yeah, okay. I'll catch you all next time. And also, I'll try to make like a video at some point. I haven't uploaded in like over 3 weeks. So, yeah. Okay, bye guys.